welcome to my chair yoga Pilates class, where we'll start next to a chair and then make our way down. So if you are disabled or you have a rollator or a wheelchair, you can stand behind it unless you prefer to stay seated, but do keep the hand on the chair. This will be able to be posted to all those people that are in homes that can't do much exercise right now. So let's go. So first thing I want you to do is hold on with one hand and just bring one leg up and down. Now we have done these on other videos. Take your time as you bring up and down. And we're just going to bring that up towards the front of your body there. Now I do teach this already at most of my classes for those that can't lay on the floor. So if you're one of these people, this is ideal for you today. We're going to just 2 more of those on that leg, and then we're going to swap legs. So lifting again, up and down, working through your hip. As you lift, allow the knee to be in line with the hip there. All right, so you're still holding on. If you need 2 chairs, by all means grab a second one. We'll be sitting down shortly. So we're just bringing that knee up and down, 2 more to make your 8. And we're going to start again on the other leg. So 8, literally up and down leg lifts through the knee. Ready to swap? Don't let go of the chair. So this is to keep you stable. It's really good if you suffer a little bit as well with a balance problem, because it helps you to find one leg to balance on. Or if you have an injury in one leg, again, this is an ideal class for you. Now we're going to turn to the side and hold on to the back of your chair or rollator, and we're going to take the leg just straight to the side. Note here, it is just the hip and leg moving and the head still facing forwards. As you take it out to the side, remember the upper body's not moving, so you're from waist down doing the work. Really good for back and hips. And if you've been sat down for a long period of time, this is going to be hard, but really effective. 8 on the other leg. So other legs lifting. So for me, coming away from the chair here. Now already the heart rate will start to increase and you'll get warm very quickly. So make sure you have a bottle of water to hand, you may need that. Now we're going to swing the leg behind you, but from the chair to as far back as you can. Now I'm quite flexible, so this leg can go wherever I want it to go, but for you, just little leg swings. We're just going to do 8 of them, so 2 more here. And we're going to swap legs. Now we're going to repeat it again. So another 8. And one more time on the other leg. 8 little swings. Now coming back to the side, I want you to open your legs. But here, watch you're not slipping and make sure the feet are going to the corners of your room. We're going to bend up and down. Now if that's too much for you, take the chair in front of you and bend with both hands on the chair. Or you can do that facing where you were. But you will see here, both knees are going out to the side. Straight back as you go up and down, and just watch that that neck stays nice and straight. As you bend up and down, feeling the work on the knees, the bottom here is contracting your glute muscles. And if you find you can't go very far down, doesn't matter, little bends work on your knees. Caution though, if you have a poorly knee, just make sure the knees travel into your toes, so therefore you don't hurt the ankle or knee anymore. Now from here, still holding with both hands, we're going to take one leg out to the side. Easy movements here. Again, anyone can do this. Working through your back and hips stops the hip from getting bigger. So if you are sitting down for long periods of time or sunbathing in the garden right now, which is lovely, don't forget that the legs lifting here is working the muscles you wouldn't do if you were seated down. We're going to do 2 more on each side. Well done. Now I'm going to turn for the next one. You don't need to, stay where you are. And we're going to lift with a bent knee to the side, up and down here. As you lift, working the knee to the hip, again for 15. So a few more than 8 now, so that we can work your bottom, your glute muscles here, IT bands working, as well as all the muscles in between the legs and on the outside. So your abductors and adductor muscles. We're halfway, that's 8. Now remember, you've got 2 legs, you've got to do it on the other leg. Are you ready? Now if you can't stand on the leg to lift, you can do this seated. So carry on if you're standing. Otherwise, just leg out to the side and back. Again, you're still working your hip here. Yeah, can you see that? So you can do that seated in a chair as well. Otherwise, still taking it out to the side, the rest of us. We're halfway. Now step back on one leg, holding on. Draw the heel to the floor and the toes towards your face. And then you're going to bend down to stretch all the way up at the back of the hamstrings, but also bending the other leg towards the chair. Now notice here my elbows are soft, so they're still bent. I'm holding through the bottom to stretch the muscles. We're going to go a little lower. So your nose should be in line with a high chair. Don't worry if it's a low chair or rollator. Other leg. And coming down again, feeling the stretch through the bottom. 4 to 5 breaths here. A little lower. Now holding again onto your chair, we're going to lift that back leg and you're going to come down with the body. So the heel should be in line with your head. So if you have a bit more room, you can straighten the arms as well. Just don't head plant the floor. You are on a rollator and you are coming down, make sure the brakes are on, okay? Otherwise you're going to be in trouble. Other leg, so still working on balance and stretching the muscles. And down. Now keeping that gap from you to the chair, just flatten your back into a neutral spine. And we're going to lengthen the arms, taking the head through the gap. Straight legs, elbows and knees are both straight. Now, coming up slowly, hold on to the chair and face me again. From here, we're going to rotate through your hip. Away and back, nice and warm muscle work here. Little tiny circles, about 8. And then we're going to reverse that cycle. Well done. For those that are hypermobility, you'll feel the clicking through the hips. 2 more. Now reverse, coming back. Other leg, other way. Well done. So pushing away towards your chair. And reverse again. So really working through the hips. Now, taking a little step away from the chair, open out your other arm and push to the side with the bottom towards the chair. Can you see that? We're going to go all the way round to the other side. So you're pushing the bottom away and back again. Each time it goes away, feel the stretch on the lower back. So side to side here. Now each time you feel the work through the back, this is so good for your lumbar spine. So if you suffer with problems in the back, This is a nice, easy, slow movement, mind, to work through the bottom and lower back. Now we're going to go all the way round into a full circle, thrusting towards me and away for 8 in one circle or one direction. Keep going. 4 more. Nice and slow. And 1 more. Now can you reverse the circle, going forwards and all the way round? Keep going. 2 more. Now the arms are going to ache, so we're going to bring the arms down and you're going to sit on your chair, rollator, or if you haven't done any standing exercises, then now will be an opportunity for you to work the muscles along with us all. So from here you're going to lift one leg and you're going to hold around the calf. You're going to circle your ankle. So nice and easy exercise to do. Good one to do on the sofa. Coming towards the edge of your chair. Actually, let me just show you that. So I'm not with back against the chair because you've got more movement between the bottom and the back of the chair. So we're going to change legs and do the same, circling the foot on the other leg. And reverse. Now put that leg down and stretch the other heel again off the floor, but hold on to your chair. So we're going to go up and down with the chair. If you're on a sofa, hands then can sit on the armchair arms there, or you might want to, as you hold up and down, if you're seated on a rollator, do hold on tight. It's recommended, probably not such a good idea to do this on a rollator. Other leg when ready, but it is okay to do this in a wheelchair. So keep lifting up and down to work your quads. Two more. Now, can you reach for the toe? Some of you, even in wheelchairs, can probably still do this if the muscles are flexible enough. If not, we're going to hold one hand under the thigh and one to the calf and just hold it, but can you straighten the back? So you'll feel a stretch all the way around here. 2 to 3 breaths to hold. Now we're going to change legs and hold the other leg. So again, opposite hand to the calf, other hand under the thigh. I mean, you can go the other way, it doesn't matter, as long as you're holding. For those that can do a full stretch towards the toe, do so. For those that come to my aqua class sessions, this will be a nice alternative to water as we don't have it anymore. For the stretches, still work the muscles like they would if you were in an aqua class, although it doesn't bring the heart rate up quite as fast. Now from here, we're going to bring your arms up. So working upper body, we're just going to go to the ceiling and to the chair. And we're going to do 10 of them, or 5 on each arm. Stretching back a little further, can you see that with the arm above the head towards the chair behind you? Two more, we're nearly there. Now keep a gap between the knees and push the arms forwards. You'll need a gap between the hands as well. Now lengthen one at a time, leaning forward slightly to stretch the shoulders and the back of the arms, and of course here on the trapezius between the shoulder blades. Two more. Now 8 to the ceiling if you can. Now, if you've got a shoulder problem, go forwards. But see if you can lengthen a little further, as though you're pulling a rope down and stretching for it. So you could grab the rope if it helps you stretch a bit further. Now that stretch through the body is going to make you feel so much better. 2 more to make your 8 on each arm. Now bring the arms down, or hand palms facing down as we pull back now. See if you can do 6 of these. Notice my back is straight, I'm still on the edge of my chair. Well done. 4, 5, 6, keep going, 7, 8. Now we're going to twist towards the chair and hold it there. So you're working through your waistline and your transverse abdominis muscles under your rib cage. Repeat again. One more time. Well done. Arms down and shoulder rolls forwards to release the shoulders. They will feel achy. Now we're going to rotate through the head now by drawing the chin to the chest first. Round to the side, up to the ceiling unless you have a neck problem, then just go to centre. So I'll demonstrate that you'll go there rather than all the way back. I'm going to do 4 of these. Last one. And rotate the other way. For those that feel clicking in the neck, that's just the air inside of the vertebrae, so be careful you don't overstretch. Relax the neck. Now bring the hands behind you, cup them together and pull away so that you're pushing towards your chair. Straighten the back to thrust forward with the pelvis and lift your chin for 2 breaths. While I'm here, you will see easy where the hand needs to travel as we now go over and back. Pat yourself on your back and then reach for the elbows you pull back. Alternately, push here to stretch the arm to the centre of the back. If it's uncomfortable for you to go to the centre, travel to the opposite shoulder. Staying here for 1 more deep breath. We will then change arms and repeat on the other arm. Keep the back straight and try and get your chin up. Feel the stretch in the back. Arms down. Now, placing the hands together, push forwards until the palms of the hands travel away, but the elbows are going forwards. Stay here for 2 breaths. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Then we're ready. See if you can take the arms above the head, keeping the chin up so you're stretching through the back. Now again, if this is a problem, you may need to encourage a poorly shoulder or arm towards the ceiling to hold it there. Arms down, well done. Shoulder rolls forwards for 4. Now I'm going to face you with the chair. You can still stay this way. That's just to demo the exercises we've already done. I now want to lift one at a time the legs off the floor. For those that have been with me a long time in my exercise career will remember doing these when we were at the Plaza in Thrapston, when the NEM Centre in Thrapston closed for a year. Exactly the same exercises we did back then. So some of you may want to tag or pass this link to someone else that you remember that used to come to the class. So we're coming up and down with the toes flexed. Can you see that? And my body stays still. It's just the quadricep muscles from the hip flexors doing all the work. I'm going to do 4 more, 2 more on each leg. Here's your last one. Now lift in one leg, take it out to the side and back. This is similar to the one we did earlier, but some of us were standing. So we're all going to join in with this. 8 again on each leg. Keep that back straight. Well done. So you'll feel the muscles again in the quads, but here you're working your abductor muscles and adductor muscles, which are getting a little soft, wouldn't you say? Too many biscuits. And we're going to go to the other leg and do the same. Now, if you do sit down for long periods of time, these are the muscles that are going to go soft. For those that have been watching me for the last 3 weeks, will see that witness already. From going from 7 classes a day, down to just 2 on here. Can you feel that leg working? Let's have 2 more. Well done. And stop. Now straighten one leg. You're going to bring it up and down. Also for 8 on each leg. Working your quadricep muscles and hip flexors. Each time you lift up, try not to lean into the chair, keeping the leg coming up and down. 2 more. Well done. Let's have the other leg for 8. So again, you can do this in a chair, you can do this on the sofa, on the edge of the bed, or even in your wheelchair if you have one. 2 more. Well done. From here, I want you to turn the feet in and out. So here you work the outside extensors in the calf muscles and also your tibialis posterior and anterior to move the feet in and away. Well done. So nice easy movement with the heels, but working for your calves. 2 more. Now a little more of a challenge. Place one leg over the top of one knee or the other leg. And if you find it difficult to do this because it aches on the top leg, that means it's working. So don't give up, but place the hands underneath the other leg. Did you see that through the gap to lift and come up and down? Some of you won't need the hands, so you're going to come up and down to lift that foot. So very difficult. The alternative is to just lift the leg if you can't keep the other one crossed over. And 8 on each again. 2 more. Well done. Let's change legs and do the same on the other leg. Well done. And legs down. Now stretch them out by lengthening the legs and just lift the toes off the floor. Now can you push a little further with one leg at a time, toes coming towards the calves. 2 more. Well done. Now I'm going to turn, stay there, I just want you to see something now. We're going to place the bottom deep into your chair so that the back sits alongside the back of the chair, or if you are in your wheelchair or sofa. We're going to swing the legs here. It's a nice easy exercise just to release the muscles from where you've worked already. Let's have 4 more and just let them hang. Well done. Now from here, lift one leg to the chair, hence why you need the chair back. Holding onto the thigh or calf, stay there for 2 breaths. Now with the opposite hand on the opposite leg, lift to straighten. Note here the knee stays straight and the head travels towards the toes. Hold for 4 breaths. Now swap hands and draw the other leg to the side. Hold for 4 breaths. Even if you find it hard, try and stay there. Changing legs, repeat on the other leg. Well done. Take it to the side for 4. You may need to hold on to the chair. For those that are more flexible, don't do this in a chair, that's maybe a wheelchair, can you take both legs out to the side? And then hold for 4 breaths. The alternative is still one leg. And come down. Keep it into the back of the chair. Bring your arms around the back if you can to close the hands together and pull back with the shoulders. Now this might not be possible on a sofa, so go back to the original exercise we did earlier. Now taking yourself to the edge again, stretch one leg, bring it up, take it to the side and bring it back, then change legs. Up, to the side, centre and down. We're going to do 8 on each here. So combined in 2 different movements, and we're nearly finished. Well done. There's 3. Here's 4. Well done. 5. 6. Come on, we can do this. 2 more on each leg. Last one. Now to finish, I'm going to turn to face you. You can stay wherever you were. And seated on the chair but coming to the edge, shoulder rolls backwards. Bring one arm towards me and over and pull so we stretch these muscles across the chest. The deltoid muscles need to straighten, so lengthen the elbow if you can. Now see if you can lateral side bend. You'll feel it here in the side muscles or obliques. Other arm. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Stretch. And side. And bring the hands to the ceiling to stretch. Pull up and lengthen the neck as well if you can. 2 breaths. Arms out, shoulder rolls back. Now forwards for 2. Chin to chest, roll down, and I want you to finish just by hanging towards your toes. Slowly roll up and give yourselves a pat on the back or a clap. Well done. I look forward to seeing you again.